let's have a look at the matchup for this game, shall we?
Sounds good.
So we've just seen coraythan play. He's playing against eccoedo, I think.
Didn't catch it actually.
eccoedo.
Yeah.
Who is playing Mass Mutation. 84 SAS and 4 Captura with Charybdis and Skilla.
Yes,
which is beautiful. This looks like an amazing deck.
That's one of my last few big wants from MM. I want to get a Charybdis and Scylla deck because it's so cool.
How the hell have they got 9 chains already? Where are they playing that they can play this deck?
Poland, I imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, anywhere to be fair, surely.
I've had Iron Roll.
It's only a couple of chain bounds if you've won.
Yeah, 3, 4 maybe.
Yeah.
I guess, but I mean, that's surprising. Anyone's running chain bounds. So.
We're running chain bounds.
I've had chain bounds before lockdown happened again. But sad I live in Nottingham, so it's now.
So this is gonna go through this deck so quickly. The triple Mythologica, Eclectic Green Quarry, Terrato.
All of that mutant stuff is going to be amazing against Worlds Collide.
Cyberclone is such a good card as well.
The Amphora with obviously, his opponent's Axiom is going to become a lot less useful with that and the spoils of battle as well. Lots of capture, lots of exalt.
So I think
this is going to be a really bad matchup for.
Yeah, you also got like CSI Axiom on both sides, so I think whoever gets that first is going to be in the driving seat. If you can get all of your stuff with Ember on and Axiom all their stuff away, the other person just got no way of getting rid of your stuff in either deck, I don't think. I suppose you got the Red Alert in coraythan's deck, which could be the big thing. So I think that might actually be a thing that swings it.
The implosions. I mean, the Mark of Disc could be very big, forcing back into a house. I mean, you've got the Cyberclone as well for spot removal.
No Ludo in either. So
no, that is true.
That's, I think, is the big thing both are missing. You're going to have a lot of Ember sloshing around this game, and I think you're going to end up with it going to one of them getting the win off of that.
I think either way it'll be interesting. It'll be nice to see Mass Mutation played.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh god, yeah. Some decent blast from the past targets as well. 7 powers.
Yeah.
Balls of Battle is a very nice card as well, to get, especially.
How many people are playing
Amphora?
Yeah.
Because when you absolutely need it, you can capture with the Amber on the spoils to then capture even at a minimum 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Let's have a look and see who else is.
I do respect being able to get Logos, Saurian, this.
Okay, so AOA.
Taking Mass Mutation.
That's AOA.
AOA.
I think that one. Also.
Lots of AOA happening. Kota.
Well, I guess if people were being pushed into Mars.
Kota.
Mars AOA is kind of the better.
Okay, that was a Mass Mutation, so there's 1.
And if people are being pushed into Brobnar, Kota Brobnar is... Well, no, Kota AOA Brobnar.
1, 2, 3 Mass Mutations?
Yeah, 3 looks like.
I mean, you're not just looking at the set column.
3 out of 16 is not bad, given how long the set's been out.
It seems like most people are running AOA, which is a bit crazy.
Well, it's like I say, if you're having to run Mars though, you're going to run AOA because Kota Mars isn't that great.
I mean,
careful.
Bold words. Bold words.
This is what gets you kicked out of the server.
Yeah.
But it's also AOA Brobnar is, I'd say, on average better than Kota Brobnar.
Yeah, I think AOA Brobnar is the best Brobnar.
Yeah.
I think that's why you're seeing a lot more AOA than you expect.
Say that. I mean, there's one Worlds Collide Brobnar, but that's obviously Dave's, so that's basically doesn't count. One Call of the Archons and 2 AOA.
The stats from the qualifier are probably going to be a better indication.
I think it was roughly even as well for the qualifier. I think AOA was about 16% of the field, which is interesting. And then MM was about 36%.
Surprisingly low for the qualifier.
Here we go.
They are playing already? They played already, apparently?
Yeah, probably in the winners bracket. they might well have played, right? Because they could have met each other since then.
Yeah, round one.
Yes. Ah, rematch.
So he lost 3-1. To be fair, I would have thought this that would have caused more problems. To be honest, than 3-1 would imply, but we didn't see that game, so.
Let's just wildly speculate.
Damn straight.
I'm gonna head off with the. I will speak to you guys soon. Take care.
Yep. Talk to you later, bro.
See you later.
Cheers.
See
Bye.
you.
See you.
Flex Inquiry is a good start. Nice to get 2 cards in the archives just off the bat. And we have good
Really
options.
early EE.
I suppose when you got a second one.
It'll be interesting to see what the game plan is like with an Octet that lives for a long amount of time.
Yeah, I do wonder what he purges, to be fair.
Yeah, we didn't really see that last game.
Purges a stomp.
Yeah, he purged a Centurion last turn as well, so I do wonder if he does end up purging some of the Saurian out, which would be surprising. He didn't kill the EE. Oh, there we go. I wonder why he ended up putting the damage pip on the Octet.
Surprised he actually is getting rid of the Saurians. I would think that would be the thing you'd want to keep, really.
God, the efficiency of this Logos.
Yeah, it's
just going and going and going.
Just flying. I mean, like, I'd have thought he'd played library access.
So you can cyberclone the Greater Oxtet as well, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's.
You've got to think he's going to try and purchase discards to stop coraythan.
I know, cyberclone doesn't take its text, just its power.
I thought it did take its text. Oh, is it keywords, not text?
It's keywords, traits, but
right.
no actual text
Weird.
apart from the traits.
Weird card.
I'm thinking of Mimic Gel, that's one thing.
Yes. In fact, it shouldn't even have taunt, that's a bug.
Why?
I thought taunt was a keyword.
Yeah, taunt's a keyword, isn't it?
Yeah?
Let me have a look at Cyberclone.
Taunt is a keyword like elusive.
Does it actually get keywords though, Cyberclone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Keywords and traits.
Okay, so we've got a disturn from eccoedo.
Oh, he's got an Imperium, very nice.
Ooh, nice. Steals 1/2. Oh, the enhancements are gonna go crazy. He's already like a key and a half up. Just from
Yeah, that's
Absolutely
mental.
wild.
It's so quick.
That Logos turn was huge.
This game could just end very quickly.
pushing for key 2.
On turn 3.
Honestly, might have to go back and watch and see how the other game went and why it differed
Christ
so much to this.
Christ alive. Key 2, turn 3.
I mean, what a time to high roll, right?
He's got the E already, so he's not. I don't know how much else steel there is.
Well, there's one more EE in there, isn't there?
CSI, but
I mean, he hasn't had any time to build up anything, right? He's just no archiving, no selecting of your cards, just blitz.
This is an absolute mugging we're getting here.
It certainly feels like coraythan's got to pull a comeback if he's going to win this.
I mean, the thing is, he's not played. Has he played any Star Alliance yet? Because if he's got a Star Alliance in hand, he's got nothing to help in Star Alliance to stop the key. This is bad for coraythan.
I mean, if you've got to think, if you can get this key, it feels almost impossible for coraythan to take this game. Or it'll be incredibly difficult. He's got to keep him off third key.
Oh, coraythan!
Wow.
It's the same thing that we do.
He's hit the pits of despair.
Callum,
justifiably, to be fair.
To the pits of despair. How does usually affect your headspace?
Yeah, I'm going to say this. It's not a good place to be. Not where you want to be in a Key Force match.
Well, also, to be fair as well, I think, we've seen a lot of cards.
Just the dinosaurs being in a lurful.
Oh, that's got to be a... It's got to have
Odd Claude can steal that if he wants.
A horrible 2-2
Sorry, there we go. Oh, he's going to sort maybe even mutagenics just to get the steal from the Odd Claude. I'd be tempted.
Also, it's so bad that like he plays the dinosaur bane there just before
Yeah.
of dinosaurs appear.
Oh, and it spoils a battle instead. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm probably with you. To be fair. I'm not sure. I think I might have tried to go for something.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
I might have gone for something on my board base because I could see a red alert coming. There we go.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
red alerts. But like he had to use both to take out the size of those dinosaurs, right? 7 power, Scylla and Charybdis. Okay, reveals the axiom with the grey, so
What
knows
you
that's
do
a
with
threat.
what are you gonna do with Axiom at this point, though?
Yeah, it hurts him much more.
Unless you've got the CSI, but
Trouble is they've both got one though, haven't they? As well.
yeah.
There's so much capture in that deck. It's gonna be hard to get much value out of an axiom.
I mean, what has eccoedo discarded? Because he's used a couple of Lethologicas, so he might have discarded the CSO. That's realizing actually.
No, he was quite lucky actually. He didn't
not.
mill
No.
much.
No.
He only milled the Curse of Vanity.
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite incredible because he
That's
didn't
very
actually
lucky.
played all those discs, right? I mean, so that Logos turn, he pretty much discarded one card and then found another Lethologica.
Yeah.
Good.
Coraythan.
Good.
My deck has no weak cards.
It'll be real bad if he has some sort of way of taking the cards from his discard pile and putting them back in the deck somehow, like some sort of reshuffling.
Oh, ring ring.
It's my
Phone
doorbell.
call.
Let's find out what's going on.
I hope Cal remembers how to use his phone.
Oh, he's got the noxious ringtone possible.
Yeah, wow.
Ooh, a press Professor Torato. Oh, very interesting turn there.
He's stalling out a bit here, isn't he, to be fair? So.
Yeah, maybe a 2/2/2 hand. He's just kind of hoping to. I suppose if he's played a lot of Logos already.
Yeah, I suppose now he shouldn't draw more Logos, so he's unlikely to want to go back into it. The number of Logos cards he's played.
Yeah.
You've got to think another Saurian turn might be quite likely, or even
Yeah,
this.
just setting up for the big CSI Axiom possibly is the plan. I mean, he's not making any Ember either, so what he's kind of maybe thinking is like, even if he has that, what's he going to do with it? He's going to take one of my Ember and then have to kill a bunch of his own stuff.
And I mean, these could all be dead anyway with an Axiom.
Yeah. And you're not that sad about any of them. Torato, you'd be a bit sad about, but
Yeah, Toronto, particularly with the mutagenic serum on the board, I feel like is a bit of a loss because he could have set up a turn where he could have used the mutagenic serum and drawn a lot.
yeah.
I suppose just the threat of that, if that makes them act in a certain way, it's fine.
Alright, we're back.
See the amount of effort they'll have to go through to get through the Cinder and the Toronto through fighting, or...
Well, he left the Axiom anyway.
Interesting. Not putting a ward on the Brachus. Oh, he did.
He
put a
did with the
ward back
Imperium in
eventually,
the end,
didn't
because
he?
obviously he got the 3 wards that need to put out, so...
I think I would have put a ward on the Legionary itself rather than Chan, personally. I think you want to minimise the access to the Brachus as much as possible. I think that might be how you get back into this if possible.
I suppose the only thing is there's a fair bit of spot removal. Like there's still Blast from the Past, 2 Implosions. I think 1 Implosion might be gone, right? I think there might be 1 left, but still a Blast from the Past could take something out. Particularly the Implosion, there's a Mark of Dis as well, so could Mark of Dis and then
True.
Implosion the Brachus. And also the Greys so important.
Oh, I didn't ward the Greys, wouldn't have warded the Chan.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't think the
thought
Chan's
the only
that
thing
important.
is, the Chan now, it gives them a chance to get out of Saurian, go into Star Alliance and still use the Brachus to exalt, which I think is not a bad idea when it's this well protected.
True.
I suppose it still gives access to Lethal Amber control as well, if necessary.
That's very true, yeah.
Yeah, versatility.
But also,
Like, you don't want Lethal to be Amber control, but if it is, it is.
No, you're in a bad way, don't you, really, when you're relying on Lilithor for... Oh, he did pop the mutagenic serum.
Yeah.
Gets a cheeky reap.
Just the one, though. Not great return
Yeah,
for
I
that
don't
serum.
think he's actually got all that many mutants in the deck, in fairness, for Torato.
Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah,
6,
Yeah, there's only
6.
yeah. And you've got to think
Take that.
the amount of time it's going to take to build up enough mutants to make a big Terato play. At the
So
point where he does that, he's probably going to get the Terato killed.
You say that, I mean, he's just dropped 2 there.
Oh, forcing into... I would have thought you forced into Dis.
He's just played Saurian, though, hasn't he? I think that's the logic there, is
True.
to force him
Yeah.
back out. I mean, particularly if he ends up implosioning something here, I feel like it's...
Okay, yeah, that might be the play.
I mean, he's on check as well, so I mean, this could be it, unless he has the city-state.
Because also you wouldn't want to force him into disc to take you off check with the Lilithol. And you can
True.
do the exact same with the Star Alliance.
And you could capture with Odoak.
If he hits city-state Axiom here, this could be a big swing.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why I'd be a
He
bit...
picked up the archives.
I suppose the only thing is that no matter what, if you push him into any of the other 2 houses, he's going to take you off check. This way, there's a chance he can't.
There it is.
Ferro Centurion takes him off check.
Just manages it.
She didn't have the CSI,
just still in it.
but he did have the Axiom.
He is just in it, but...
But coraythan's not even close to check yet either.
No.
Looks like a decent Star Alliance turn though, coming up sooner or later. I mean, you know, if we have to archive and use something.
It's this dynamic is why I think he's just assumed that he's lost, right? That when you have to respond constantly to your opponent in check, it's also almost impossible to build up something and start generating Ember unless you've got really big steel. And one of the EEs has been purged now.
He also just doesn't have a lot of ways to actually get rid of the amber. Like,
ooh, that's a gamble.
You know,
Well, no, you've got to assume he's got a way of getting rid of it. Oh no. No. Okay.
Well, bold move.
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Indeed. Goes to check again.
Yeah, I mean, you can knock him off with the Thero if he needs to.
Yeah. And it looks like he's going to have to.
You've got to think that's a bad Saurian turn if that's all you're doing.
Yeah, that's all he's got. Then...
I feel like that's pretty much announcing that that's all you've got in hand, right? So he's just trying to get rid of his chains. He hasn't drawn, so you've just got to go to check by more than one.
Yeah,
the courtesy check because there's a lot of Ember on creatures. It's very, very nice of him to do.
Oh yeah.
I doubt that eccoedo cares, but nice to see
did
sportsmanship even in the darkest
PCO
times.
Did declare check for
Yeah,
you.
it does say.
It does, yes.
It would only, the only time it wouldn't declare check for you is if you'd have forged by like Nova Dynamo or something like that, because obviously you're not on check when your turn ends.
Trying to...
real surprised if he doesn't.
Yeah, there we go. Takes out the Brachus, so he's gonna go pretty high.
Yeah, there we go. You'd have thought that's got to be game.
Yeah.
He's
concede. Hot concede.
Yeah. Just a brutally fast start. I don't think there's anything he could have done then. So like that high roll that high.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm really interested to see how the other game between these two went, because that was just a massive high roll from Ricardo,
I think my assumption would be that coraythan got the CSI early, and at that point it becomes really hard for eccoedo to do anything about it. Once you've just got a massive board, you can just keep all of his Saurian stuff. You can like selectively use the Brachus to like let things he doesn't care about, like take the Ember off it, keep it on other things he does care about. That's what I assume happened. I think the fact he didn't get it early this game and eccoedo got such a fast start is the difference between the two, if I had to speculate.
Well, you can find out by watching the game on recap on insert stream here.
I'm sure I will later, actually. I'm actually intrigued because this is the kind of deck I love to play. Like both of these, it's kind of like lots of Saurians, lots of steel, lots of speed. So it'd be interesting learning.
I think everyone likes playing one. Sorry, to be fair.
No, I hate it. It's terrible. It shouldn't exist. I stand by that. It's all too good and doesn't involve as much thought and consideration as I like.
It does. This is kind of different thought and consideration to what you do.
Also, all of the...
I regularly go, and stroke my chin while playing my Saurian decks. Very thoughtful.
Yeah, but that's just for flash. That's not because it's thinking about anything. No, I'm being a bit mean, but I always just feel bad. All of the combos seem just too much bullshit, so I just feel bad.
Yeah.
Looks like he got a lot of value off the Oxter in the previous game from the conversation.
Well, it just lets him go through the deck incredibly quickly, right? If you're just getting an extra card every turn.
Oh yeah, it's great, isn't it? To be fair, so but just interesting
Yeah.
to hear that. That sounds like what made a big difference last time. It relived such a long time.